Mike Lowe is joining us now with reaction on that. Mike?
Ray and Micah, good evening to both of you. Adam Kinzinger, perhaps the most high-profile Republican lawmaker in Illinois, announced he won't seek re-election. He's one of only 10 Republican House members who voted to impeach former President Trump. And now he sits on the committee investigating the attack on the U.S. Capitol.
I cannot focus on both a re-election to Congress and a broader fight nationwide.
Adam Kinzinger, the six-term congressman from southwest suburban Channahon, posted a nearly 5-minute video on Twitter Friday morning, making the surprise announcement that he would not seek re-election in 2022. But he hinted he still believes he has a role in national politics.
This isn't the end of my political future, but the beginning.
Shortly before midnight, the General Assembly adopted a new congressional map that eliminated Kinzinger's district.
Because of Kinzinger, what he announced, LaHood is not going to have any competition. You know, LaHood, that's a very big name in central Illinois.
The new map has also forced two Democratic incumbents into a primary face-off.
We were extremely surprised to see that Springfield decided the best way to do that was to pit two Democrats folks against each other.
That's unfortunate, but here's the really good news out of what was a kind of a messy process, right? Is that the Latino caucus was able to carve out a much needed additional district for Latino Americans.
Sean Casten and Marie Newman will run against each other in a newly created 6th district that one analyst says favors Newman geographically and Casten politically.
That's not a very liberal progressive area. It's more of a moderate area.
Newman's old district was redrawn to create a majority Latino district, and she would have had to have faced Chuy Garcia. She actually now lives a few blocks outside of the new 6th district, but it's not a requirement to live where you run.
I am a couple blocks away. We know why that happened, right? In the middle of the night, some folks in Springfield decided to carve me out of the district.
Meantime, Casten says he's ready for the primary challenge, and he wants to tackle climate change in Congress.
We are past the point of no return on climate change, and there are far too few voices who are prioritizing that issue.
And back to Kinzinger, he says he will finish his current term, which will keep him in Congress until January of 2023. So what's next for him? There are already some speculating that he could run for U.S. Senate or even the presidency as a sort of John McCain-style Republican, a conservative military veteran unafraid to speak against his own party. He's even using the McCain campaign slogan for his new political effort called Country First. Back to you.
Thank you, Mike. Now to the